Oh, the Knights this time.
That man is offsides. The referee has it over here. He's waving his flag. There's never a whistle. I don't understand that. He was waving his flag. The man was offsides for Kenrick. There's a penalty. That'll be a direct kick.
Well, he should be out of time pretty soon here.
Well, we haven't any. Yes, we did have a stoppage in this period. We had a goal scored. That stopped the clock.
Got a flag on the side.
That's the end of the first half.
All right, Bob. Bob's going to be participating in the Celebrity Shootout. I'll be back in just a moment with Hank Cisco, the commissioner for the Soccer Bowl, and we'll talk about where this event is going to go in the years to come. We'll be back in just a moment. Went real well. He knows what the hell he's talking about. He can. Okay, folks, I'm Jeff Brennan, and Tony Coya is going to help me out here with the Celebrity Shootout at halftime of the first annual Norristown High Soccer Bowl. As just explained by my brother Mike Brandon down on the field, what we've got is really a one-on-one competition. We had introduced the players. I'm sorry we don't have a complete list of names for you for those guys down on the field, but they are former stars, former players for Norristown High and Bishop Kenrick is what it amounts to, guys who are definitely past their high school years, but are out here tonight to help support soccer in the area.
Right, and it goes to show what a big community effort this is. There are guys down there like Joe Grande, Ralph Morano, and Bob Brand, who was up here sharing the microphone with you for the first half game, was up there. And it looks like we're about 40 yards out, and the first kicker's about to come down toward the goalie.
Got a one-on-one. Oh! The goaltender makes the stop this time. So it's one for the goalie.
All right, and here comes a second contestant.
I tried to convince my brother, who's a former Norristown High goalie, to get out there, but he said, no, no.
That's right. What year did he play?
Played for Norristown High in 1970.
So he's gotten a lot smarter.
69-70, yeah.
Yes. And here comes the second contestant. He's going down toward the goalie.
Oh, another save. Oh, it's still. Oh! Got a second opportunity, but no good.
Right. All right. And it looks like there's about 9 contestants down there. The third one coming up right now. Maybe if we can get some stats on who these folks are.
We'll bring that to you in the second half. See if we can't corral who these guys are.
You're right. Some of these people out there look a little long of tooth. Is that the expression?
I wouldn't dare to say that. I mean, they're past their prime though.
Right, past their high school years.
Soccer-wise.
And here comes the next contestant, and the goalie snags that one.
We've got an unparalleled goaltending effort down here. This man can't be scored upon.
All right, so right now it's goalie 4, contestant zip at this point in time.
Oh! I think we might have a goal here, Tony.
There there it is. There we go. That's the first
goal.
one.
Made the goalie commit that time. Of course, what the goalie's got to do is come out and cut down the angle, or he's not going to save anything. And that time, the shooter managed to dribble by the goalie, knock the ball into the net.
I assume they're only going to get one try at this.
I guess, unless they're daring and go for number 2. Oh, man, right in the gut. Nice save. My goodness.
You know, one of the things, too, impressive about tonight, there's an awfully exuberant crowd out here, an awful lot of high school folks out here to support the soccer team.
I'll tell you, I think that's great. You don't see this much enthusiasm at a football game, Tony. I mean, you get more people, but more the older crowd, the parents, the people from the community who come out simply because it's Norristown High. Another save by the goaltender.
Right. Exactly. Maybe what we are seeing here is the beginning of kind of another tradition around the Norristown area.
I hope so. I really hope so. Soccer's a great sport played all over the world. The most popular sport in the world, spectator sport in the world, as we shoo away a moth here in the press box.
This never happens to Howard Cosell.
Or Alan Raleigh.
Right. Or Alan Raleigh.
Of course, you're all familiar with Alan and his prowess.
This moth is...
As I kill myself trying to get rid of the moth. injured for life.
He's attacking our cameramen right now. And here comes the next contestant. Next shooter, I guess we'd call him.
Nothing will work. Tony got him.
All right.
A man of many talents, they say. He wears many hats, one of them being fly swatter extraordinaire.
Well, at least I've saved the Norristown press booth up here.
My goodness, a savior. That's an interesting term.
And here comes the next shooter down. Oops, he decided to change his mind. And the next shooter's coming down, and you see the goalie coming out right here, and whoa, the goalie knocks that sufficiently out of the area. And this looks like Bob Brandt coming down here, and we'll be able to get almost a play-by-play on this when he comes back up to do his second half duties.
I'm sure
up
we'll
in the
hear
booth.
about all the intricacies of this play.
All right, he knows the pressure's on him right now.
Not to mention the camera.
All right. Oh, and it looks like Bob was gobbled up by the goalie.
Oh, here he comes.
All right, we see Hank Sisko out there now. I assume we're going to get a little bit closer on all these people for one last shoot-off here. Now, are they going to go 2-on-1 on the goalie now?
2-on-1 now, yes.
This seems
or three
on one. Actually, I have a feeling that.
I guess this will be a little bit more difficult for the goalkeeper.
What
do you think?
Just a tad more difficult.
Now this could prove to be interesting. Oh.
All right, let's see what's happening.
That was way over the goal. That's 2 saved. He's got 1 more. And 3.
That's
All
3.
right.
All right, and here they come off.
And a nice round from the crowd. As the folks come off the field, we'd like to extend our thanks to the fellows who participated tonight.
And once again, we'll give you a rundown on their names in just a little bit. And we'll be back in just a minute with the second half.
Okay. Okay, we're beginning our second half of play, folks. We just had the tap. A second to go, and of course now Norristown heading from west to east here at Roosevelt Field. The Eagles, of course, in their white uniforms, the Knights of Bishop Kenrick in the green. As Bob Brandt makes his way back up to the booth, and Bob, what a display you put on down on that field. My goodness.
I looked horrendous, didn't I?
No, I didn't mean that.
I had the goaltender down, and then I hit it right to him. I tell you, he's an excellent goaltender. He made some fantastic stops.
Who was that out there? Do you know who our goaltender was?
He's a former coach of the Cosmos.
Is that
Pedro Andrews.
Pedro Andres? Okay.
But he knew what he was doing out there. I don't think anybody. I know one shot went in, but I think the guy took too much time. He made the first save on him, and the ball bounced loose, and the guy put it in. But he's an excellent goaltender. What do we got here? Norristown putting a little pressure on here. Jumping in. That's a direct kick, right there. Good call. Yes, sir.
And that'll be Ron Minges to take it. That's the guy the Eagles want to have the kick.
Yeah, they got it. That guy's no. Yes, you're right, wrestler. That number 0 right there is too close to the ball. He has to be 10 yards from the ball, and if he doesn't get 10 yards from the ball, he gets a yellow card. Now the referee has just moved him back. Ron should just blast this one. Do it again. Do it again, Ron. Oh.
I don't understand that.
Well, it may have been an indirect kick. I didn't see the signal by the official. and he may have signaled an indirect kick, and then somebody else had to hit the ball before it could go in the net.
Okay, perhaps that's what it was. That would make a lot more sense.
Now we got to. Ron didn't waste any time with that getting cross off.
Ooh, Bob Emery gets flattened that time.
Yes, and I don't know, they just called a throw, and they didn't call the push. I met some old gentlemen down there I used to play soccer with. But, as I said, old. I'm finished. My wife won't let me play anymore. Last 2 summers I ended up in the hospital with concussions, so she said no more. There's Roman. He's fighting. You can see this is a non-contact sport out there watching that play. Oh, there's a hand. Well, I guess it wasn't a handball.
Harvey Bridle tries to head over to Scott McDevitt.
Watch this guy. Watch Hull. He can move the ball. Norristown got back, recovered quickly. Nice play.
Good play by Emery.
Oh, there's the missed kick. That missed kick hurt him once before, and it may hurt him here. They got a 2-on-1, but the guy's slow.
McGovern that time waited too long at Bob Emery.
He did. That's exactly right. He took too long on a breakaway. They had a 2-on-1 breakaway, and he slowed the ball down instead of moving right to the net. If he'd have moved directly to the net, they could have caught Norristown and maybe had another goal.
The throw-in, controlled by the Eagles.
We got to move the other side. If you notice, the other side of the field right now is wide open, and we got a Norristown player out there. Cross the ball. I think he tried. I think he tried.
Is that offsides?
He called offsides. Ooh, that was close call. How about an instant replay on that one?
As soon as we get the capacity. Martello that time. Got a lead here.
Oh, all right. Nice play by Norristown off the side of the foot. This is really great that Norristown cable television come out and do this game. We have a CITV, Colonial Education TV, and they did 4 of our games this year. And what's nice about it is to be able to go in and look at the games after we've played and look at our mistakes and see where we can improve. Like I said, we're out Norristown here. Here we go. This could be a goal. No.
There's a tackle. There's a flag going to be on call
nothing.
there?
They called a corner kick. Yes, questionable call. But this is nice now that it'll be shown on home cable programs. The kids can go home and watch themselves play.
Well, we think it's a big plus. There's a ball happens to roll in on goal, and Sortino's there to cover. But speaking of high school educational programming, I think the Norristown channel does a great job, along with Colonial Instructional Television, in bringing the area, events that are related to their kids. And that there's nothing better than watching your kids on TV. It's a great feeling.
Exactly. You're 100% right there. The TV station is for the kids or the community if they have programs, and taking use of it is important.
Mike Roman with the ball for the Eagles. And side out. Well, we got a little bit of time. Let's tell you who our shooters were tonight. We had George Diener, Max Fox, Jerry Fox, Charlie Morioni, the only man to score a goal out there, Joe Seiki, Frank Sicaglione, Sandy Sicaglione, and Jose Grande. Of course, Bob Brand also out there, and Ralph Morano.
I had him down, but I just couldn't put it past him. All right, we have Norristown here, another corner kick. Maybe they can capitalize on one. He says a nice corner kick. Mingus is up, and we may have a penalty kick. No, no, I can't believe it. He called that against him. They went up for the ball. He went up to head the ball.
You tell him, Bob.
Oh, Ron believes. Ron is agreeing with me. Ron's trying to explain it to the official. As a co-captain, he is allowed to talk to the official. He's the only one on the field. The co-captain is the only one on the field that can talk to the official. The other players are not allowed to express their opinions to the referee.
That's a good way. Express their opinions. And of course, in always the most mannerly and grammatically correct terms, whenever that might happen. Soccer players aren't emotional at all.
Never, never. Always under control. Always thinking. That was a foul throw, and the referee gave a signal with a foul, but the guy with a whistle didn't see it.
Oh, it's interesting. It's not a call unless that's the referee in the middle, right? Unless he makes the call.
And he's got to blow the whistle. These guys can signal, but they can't blow. Now he's trying to signal that it's a 6, and everybody's lining up for a corner, and everybody's wrong except for the official. He has the flag.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 has his hand on the back. He's pushing. You have to keep the hands down to your side.
Oh, there's a trip.
Called a trip on that play. I think it's outside the 18.
Mike Roman, I think, the violator that time. Tripped up Steve Dollar, I think number 15.
Now they're putting a wall up, and they'll probably put their hands down. Their hands cannot move. They're going to try to cut down the angle. This is very dangerous. Carl already made one of these goals tonight, and he can put it anywhere he wants to. And he put it 30 uprights.
Field goal. Is that
Yes.
3 points? I think that's 3, folks. It's 4-1. No,
Norristown is thankful for that one.
Yeah, that was not exactly a kick to take great advantage of the situation.
Somebody's hustling. 23, Fredericks. Is that Fredericks?
Yeah.
He did some hustling there to get back on that ball. Now Norristown, I think it was Roman, just stepped in. No, that wasn't. That was the fullback. Made a nice play to move around the fullback, the lineman, and take the ball away from Kenrick.
Okay, that ball was across the line.
Now the goalie, they're going to throw back to the goalie here. Kenrick didn't pick him up. There's an obstruction by 19.
Drew Cressman.
Drew Cressman. But as long as you don't get caught, it's okay. Whoa, that's
Minges.
a trip. That's
Oh, that'd
trip.
be a direct kick?
That's a direct kick out there. Man is hustling.
Ronnie Min just limping a little bit getting up there.
No wonder he gets beat up so much. Anybody works that hard out there. He's going to try to cross it to the far side of the net, which he did, but Norristown a little slow getting in. And the goaltender came out and make the save, Santura.
Ooh.
That's a dangerous play.
Dangerous kick
Dangerous
there.
play is when your foot comes up above your waist level to kick the ball and somebody's within a close enough distance where they can get hurt. This is your indirect. If you see this referee signal now, he is putting his hand part way up. Now Ron, nice.
Just
Beat.
over the crossbar.
Over the crossbar and under the crossbar, right?
That's true.
That was an indirect where somebody had to touch the ball before it could go in the net. And I'm not sure who pushed it over to Ron, but one of the men made a nice pass to Ron who got the shot off. Norristown's applying pressure. They got to keep this pressure up. Right now, they need a goal, and it's nicer to go into the fourth period tie than trying to catch up. The goalie, fullback took it. I was going to say the goalie should be moving out on that ball.
Okay, it's a 2-1 ball game, folks, if you just tuned in. I'm Jeff Brandon here with Bob Brandt. We've got 8:30 left to go in the third quarter of play. Norristown High versus Bishop-Kenrick in the first annual Soccer Bowl.
That's all. I thought there was going to be an offsides there, but the ball never was pushed through. A man running even with a fullback is offsides. The
ball got through
it
there.
Yes, he came up with a save there.
And Brian Davis covers.
Maybe, hopefully, feeling better out there now.
Not going to call a dangerous kick?
Either that or a push.
Oh, nice play by Drew Cressman. Wow.
And we have a 6-yarder coming out. We have a sub. Norristown is subbing on this 6.
Frederick's going to come out, and Carbone will enter the ball game again. Is there any limit on substitutions?
None. You can substitute all day, anytime you have the ball on the sideline or the end line. The only problem, you don't want to substitute too much because you break down the patterns these guys develop on the field. However, if a player becomes tired, you don't want him in there because it's a disadvantage to your own team. The referees disagreed on that call.
Definitely a partisan Norristown crowd.
Now that one referee, he's not even calling a direction. Now he just called a direction.
The ball makes its way all the way into the stands that time. Of course, we have the young fellas.
We have 4 green and no white. Where are the white at? The white should be pressing up there at every opportunity.
Norristown, really no opportunities here in the third quarter. Haven't made any anyway. Not generating too much offense. Oh, there's a push.
I think the referee just missed another one. I have been known to express my opinion before.
That's fine, Bob. You go right ahead. What can they do? Cut your salary for the game?
I won't get invited back next year. That's a nice hustling play.
Kenrick really keeping the ball moving. Across the end line, we're going to have corner kick, I guess.